우리 한국 배드민턴 대표팀 선수들은 2025 BWF 세계선수권 대회에 출전 중에 있습니다. 이 대회는 배드민턴에서 가장 권위 있는 개인전 대회죠. 매년 열리지만 지난해 올림픽이 있는 해역기에 열리지 않아 2년 만에 개최가 되었습니다. 권위 있는 대회인 만큼 참가 선수들의 각오 또한 남달랐을 텐데요. 안세영 선수 역시 올해 초부터 2025년 목표는 세계선수권 대회 우승이라고 말해왔습니다. 이런 의미 있는 대회 8강전 우리 한국 선수들끼리의 집안 싸움이었죠. 안세영, 심유진 두 선수 8강전이라니 매우 자랑스러웠습니다. 또한 심유진 선수의 선전이 매우 반갑기만 했는데요. 하지만 한 선수가 떨어져야 한다는 사실은 매우 안타까웠습니다. 더욱이 심유진 선수는 세계선수권 대회 첫 8강 진출이었습니다. 안세영, 심유진 선수가 긴장감 속에 펼쳐진 집안 싸움 어떤 결과가 펼쳐졌는지 함께 감상해 보겠습니다.
It's incredible, it really is. Championship semi-final is really significant. That is a massive result. She had to beat Wang Zhiyi on the way to that. She dispatched Yu Pian-Chan, who had a good week here this week. She comfortably beat Nadira. And it wasn't until Chen Yufei met her that she went out in the semis. But that was a really good week for the team event final. It's 2-all. And it was Sim Yu-jin who
Okuhara, I think it was, that she played, right?
Well, it was China.
Oh, sorry, China, excuse me.
Wang Zhiyi.
Yeah.
And we know how brilliant she is. One of the matches in the middle there, He Bingjiao and Kim Gae-yeon, was where you and I almost leapt down the stands with excitement. Or was that the semi-final, perhaps, that we got a bit excited?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, she's got a chance here today, but it's a slim chance because An Se-young is dominating women's singles in brilliant. Mixed doubles, yes. Women's doubles, Tan and Liu, yes. But those guys have only been doing that for the scruff of the neck.
Since you've been covering badminton, Bobby, have you seen anyone dominate their particular or in singles, should we say? In women's, should we start with?
And so many World Championship gold medals too. So, but in women's singles, it's been a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some great players that have. It's different. Says
That
more.
trumps it all, right?
Yeah, and then World Championship medals, and then perhaps you'd argue about being world number one. Lift was a little bit short, the initial one from Sim. Whether there's that much difference in the conditions between courts 1 and 2 today, I'm not sure, but the drift has been changing throughout the week significantly last night. I was speaking to Thomas Junior Popov at the hotel after his match last night. He said, so these players are really having to work hard at the moment here with these conditions.
So that was court 1 aside. It's a massive arena, by the way. And it's quite steep. I'm sure even things like that make a difference.
Yeah, the volume of air. I mean, I've been very lucky enough to hit on the main courts at certain events, and I remember the first time I did an exhibition thing during the All England and venues.
That's why it's so key to try and get a little bit of time in these halls. But even that can change.
These players, especially An Se-young, though, will be a lot more used to that than many, because they have to travel the world and play in like this. They're huge venues.
Massive, yeah. Of course, this was the venue of An Se-young's cry about things, and it's been an interesting year. She's come through a lot of adversity since then to really put on a fantastic 2025 for us.
Decisions with her corporate deals and her sponsorships to stay with Yonex when Li Ning, I think it was offering her millions. She's thinking about the longevity of her career, and yeah, she's in a good place. You can tell that sort of decision puts her in a good place.
Now, Bobby, here's the question that I'm going to ask that probably every player that ever comes up against An Se-young would, want to know the answer to. But what can
you need to be as consistent and as quality of player with ultimate footwork, and as somebody like a Chen Yufei or a Wang Zhiyi, and awesome in attack. Her footwork is next level. She's so balanced, so poised, so quick off the mark. And double actions almost every rally. She's hard to break down. When you think you've got on top of her, a bit like playing Yamaguchi, it comes back, she'll dive, it'll come back. Particularly textbook. I've never really liked it, Anseyoung, which is odd because she's got so much quality. Shot, don't get me wrong, but it might be that Anseyoung decided to start the match on the faster end. She's got the drift with her, which makes things a bit more difficult because she was very definite.
I'd quite like to have seen peak Tai Tzu-Ying versus peak Anseyoung.
Even Intanon at her best a few years back would have been a good game.
Oh,
that's the sort of defence. That's a.
There was a match in 2023, the quarterfinals of the Korea Open, where Sim got 7 and 6. And that, at least in this game, could happen still. Anyway.
Yeah, and Sim Yujin's 3 years older, so an 18-year-old playing a 15-year-old at the time. That's another tournament in Europe.
Shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just how quick a study Anseyoung is. I wonder whether, with the score being so one-sided, there are certain doesn't need to put herself at risk of injury.
Service over.
Oof.
Yeah, just going back to your points, that's probably the match in the women's singles that I've been wanting to watch again. The matchup with Chen Yufei, which
10 game points here for
Game.
Anseyoung.
match.
Second game.
But yeah, that's going to be a brilliant watch.
Play.
Well, let's hope it's a bit more of a brilliant watch in the second game here. Sim Yujin completely outplayed.
I wonder whether it's a mental thing, as in I don't want to be behind in the game, even if it's only one love at the very start.
Is that the
It's only love all, and it's just the first point.
It's always interesting to see a challenge that early on. First time.
The pace up slightly there, Anseyoung. We've seen players from the far side hit out the back with sort of uncharacteristic errors, rear corners. That was moving left. I think that might have gone out as well. Good rally.
Yeah, Spot says about as long a rallies we've had so far.
Anseyoung dictating still.
So far. Not anywhere near as impressive. Anyone, I don't think.
To achieve the Super 1000 Grand Slam in a single year, having won Indonesia, Malaysia and the All England, and lost out to Chen Yufei in the quarters, or was it Wang Zhiyi?
Wang Zhiyi, I think it was.
Yeah, that's right, in the final.
She had the opportunity too.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget, Kim and Xiu were also on it, and also they stumbled in China.
Great defence from Anseyoung. And again, difficult positions to be in, stretching, and still finds decent quality, good net shots and 100s and 300s, or even lower level tournaments. When you're playing somebody with the quality of Anseyoung, I don't think she'll be thinking about how comfortable she is. Or
Play.
Sim Yoo-jin had a pretty good draw, Tungjung yesterday in the round of 16, and perhaps not the most.
It's going to be out when in position. Against Anseyoung. She got only 13 against her in 2023. When you add in unforced errors, just not helping your cause. It's a very good crowd in here, I must say, with no French players on display.
Been a very dominant performance.
She was saying, wasn't she?
Nice. To be physical, it might be mental, but she's been just superb today.
14 match points for Anseyoung.
Game.
All done. There you go. That delight for her. Not really much one can say about this, Bobby, apart from how superb she was.
Yeah, and it's a very businesslike performance from Anseyoung.
심유진 선수는 생각보다 더 긴장을 했던 모습입니다. 특유의 강한 공격력을 살펴보기 어려웠는데요. 하지만 끝까지 최선을 다하는 모습이었죠. 두 선수는 경기 내내 서로를 존중하는 플레이를 펼쳤습니다. 심유진 선수는 원래 공격 성공할 때마다 파이팅 넘치는 외침을 하지만 서로에게 예의를 지키며 경기에 임했습니다. 안세영 선수는 차분하게 경기를 마무리하며 4강 진출을 가뿐하게 이뤘습니다. 다음에는 우리 선수들은 결승에서만 만나면 좋겠네요. 안세영 선수가 4강 천이페이와의 경기에서 승리하길 응원하겠습니다.